IGNFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Davis Mills. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Pats, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Going up top for Miller. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading them out in his 2nd season now out of Stanford. Here's Davis Mills.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Off the play fake, Mills. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Mills on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Packers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing to get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they best and try and get right?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown. Mills now looks to throw on first down.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mills to the air again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Mills. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Mills. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zachary Carter brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week, and here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mills now. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 45 on second down, Mills. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Randall Cobb back for a 12th NFL season, all but 2 with these Green Bay Packers. You certainly have to admire his longevity, as he's one of just 3 receivers still around from the 2011 draft. He may not be the top receiver on your team, but he still contributed 375 yards last season and a first down here.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. A carry here for the big tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Second down and goal. Mills. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's the option play going left. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Murray now on 1st down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
On 2nd down. And the ball is knocked out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. Caught by Cobb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mills. Completes this one to Pickens. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Santos' kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. DJ Wanham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 12, Mills.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On third down, here's Mills. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. On play action, it's Murray. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So here are the Packers now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Mills. That's complete to Kyle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 9 yards that time.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Mills on first down. Got it open.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down.
Murray, he gets this out to Spiller.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right.
That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Making the catch is Sternberger. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing again on second down. Murray.
Pass complete as a combo with it.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
They're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try to bring this one back to even.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mills to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Mills.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
Come on now, let's make it happen.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Over the middle, complete.
That's Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
An option handoff to Spiller.
And some room to run now.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
First down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills caught by Cobb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mills. He'll drop this one off. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Following the fumble recovery, Murray. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mills. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, Swift. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Cobb. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on second down. Mills.
23-yard line.
Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Mills. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Underneath to Spiller. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Option play, here's Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And Murray will run it here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Murray. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 35 on 2nd down.
Mills. Pickens on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drop for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Swift.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Throwing, Mills.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Daz Newsome
from 13 yards out.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Mills going to throw for it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. An option handoff to Spiller.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Mills. Being chased out left. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Mills on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mills now. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Mills to throw it. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. On play action, Mills. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the option to give to Swift here. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 79 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a 1st down as well. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They go play action. Mills.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Mills.
That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season,
and the Packers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
First down, Murray. Got a man complete to Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Open man here is Conklin.
And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And out of bounds right around the 20. Now Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Santos' kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now out come the Patriots. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Green Bay, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.